everyone, this is GamerCat09 and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. And we are going to be continuing on to a new chapter after that horrible demise. So we're going to continue with Encounter. Who will we be facing up with now? Apparently the game freezing. Oh, there we go. I had to think about it. It was like, wait, I'm actually operating? Oh.
Tenjin 5番地の...
Let's see. Tenjin 5?
これ23だよな。それとも33か?
Is that 23? Or is it 33?
まったく山崎先生の字は読みづらいな。
Mr. Yamazaki's handwriting is atrocious. So where's Satoshi? This really wasn't my day. I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch. And I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after the school day had ended. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA, who was out sick with a cold.
後でユカに謝らないとな。
I'll have to make sure I apologize to Yuka later.
今日は早く帰って。ユカの買い物に付き合ってやる予定だったし。
I know how disappointed she'll be that I'm missing our shopping date.
天神5番地23の11。ここか。
Tenjin 523, number 11. Found it.
これが6番地。33の77とかじゃなければ。だけど。
As long as this doesn't actually read 633 number 77, anyway. I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side. Probably about 20 years old. It didn't seem very solid, nor was it particularly stylish or chic. It was a completely unremarkable structure in every way.
この207号室。201?
Apartment 207. Or is that 201? I was really getting fed up with this handwriting, and from a teacher no less. In any case, it seemed certain the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The metal staircase was thoroughly botched with patches of rust. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building? Because they can't afford anything else, Satoshi.
先生の給料ってもしかしてすごく安かったりするのか?
Are teachers' salaries really that low? Yes! Yes, they are! I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. With that thought in mind, I turned my attention toward apartment 201.
ここが201号室か。でもゆい先生の家じゃないな。
Here we are, 201. Yeah, this doesn't look like Miss Yui's place. The door plate for the room nearest the stairs had a name I didn't recognize scribbled on it. Yes, Satoshi is a soon-to-be teacher. Yes, the salary is very low. Yep.
ってことはこの奥か。
Guess that means we try door number 2. Passing room 201, I continued down the narrow walkway toward the end. Wandering alone around an apartment building I'd never been to before made me feel kinda nervous. It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up strollers, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And then finally I arrived at the last door.
ここだ。
Bingo. This was it. I breathed a sigh of relief. The door plate for apartment 207 read, Shishido. For an adult's handwriting especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. This was Miss Yui's place, all right.
なんだろうこれ。
What's this? I leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the door plate.
愛病注意
Beware of cat? Oh, I love Miss Yui already.
ってえ猛犬注意じゃなくて
Shouldn't that be beware of dog?
ゆい先生らしいや
That's Miss Yui for you. So how exactly does one beware a house cat? Oh, you'll find out. Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? Yes. At any rate, I confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end.
それにしても山崎先生もひどいよな
What was Mr. Yamazaki thinking anyway?
風邪ひいたクラスメートにプリント持っていくならわかるけど風邪ひいた副担の先生のうちに授業のノートを届けろって
I understand taking handouts to sick classmates, but delivering class notes to the home of an absent teacher?
うん絶対におかしい間違いなくこれ担任の仕事だよ
That just seems weird. This isn't something a student should be doing. You say that at your teacher's apartment. Hi, Slasher Shaw. Happy Tuesday. How are ya? He'd said he was busy with meetings, though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But was it really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes?
生徒が読んじゃまずいノートなんじゃないのか
Wouldn't it be kind of a problem if I were to read these? My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I'd become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. Mr. Yamazaki put his faith in me after all. And I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. I should have just been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. Putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. And then I waited, and waited, and waited some more. But there was no answer.
俺呼び鈴をしたよな
Huh? It did ring, didn't it?
ゆい先生
Ooh! Ah! Anonymous! You gave Slasher Shaw a tier 1 sub. Thank you! Thanks so much! Holy crap. All of the subscriptions. Everybody's gonna get subscriptions. Holy crap. Miss Yui! I rang the bell again and also tried calling out. But there was still no response.
どうしよう寝てんのかな
What should I do? Maybe she's sleeping.
起こしちゃ悪いけどでも心配だしな
I don't want to wake her, but I am a little concerned. When we'd heard that Miss Yui was staying home sick today, we were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, and let everyone at school know that she was feeling
け
better.
ど会えないっていうのは想定外だったな
Never occurred to me that I might not even be able to see her, though.
ゆい先生ゆい先生
Miss Yui? Miss Yui?
反応なしか
Nothing, huh?
ゆい先生すみません
Miss Yui? Hello? She was probably sleeping, or at the doctor's or something. But what if she were hurt? I tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. I thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room inside.
ゆい先生
Miss Yui? It felt kind of wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission, but I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health, so my conscience was clear on this one. Kitty! Oh my god, look at him! Oh, such a cutie!
ああ猫
Oh, the cat. A well-groomed cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly to the side, it let out an adorable meow. This must be the cat I was instructed to beware. And since Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy, I was pretty sure I remembered his name. Oh, what is it?
この子が噂のモレじゃなくて、確かモネ。
You're Moret, right? Or no, it's Monet, I think.
そうだ、モネちゃんだ。へえ、綺麗な猫だな。
Yeah, Monet. What a pretty kitty you are, Monet. Aww. Miss Yui talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she'd bought too much and had no room for them in her apartment.
モネ、モネ。先生はいるか？
Here, kitty kitty. Monet? Monet? Is Miss Yui home?
先生がいるんだったら、起こしてきてほしいんだ。
If she's home, would you mind waking her up for me?
モネ、頼むよ。
That's a good kitty.
やっぱり無理か。そりゃそうだよな。
Yeah, didn't think that would work. My shoulders sank. I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? I closed the mail slot and stood back up.
弱ったな。ゆい先生、どうしたんだろう。
Damn, I sure hope Miss Yui's alright.
どっか外出中とか？
She's probably just out right now or
開
something.
いてたりしないかな。
Which would mean the door's locked, I'm sure. Lost in this speculation, I placed my hand on the doorknob. And with a quick twist, I turned it and pushed on the door, opening it easily.
え？
Oh, Satoshi, don't walk into your teacher's apartment without permission. This isn't a good idea.
鍵かかってないのか。
It wasn't locked?
うわ、いけね。
Crap, that's not good.
モネが出たら大変だ。
Yeah, close that door. I can't let Monet get out. Oh, look at him.
お前のご主人様は不用心だな。鍵もかけてないなんて。
Your master is pretty careless, huh? Leaving the door unlocked like that. Monet's whiskers twitched as I called out to him from the entranceway.
なんだ？その通りだにゃって。
What's that you say? She is?
モネもやっぱりそう思うか。
You and I are on the same page, Monet. Aw. Here I was talking to a cat. Was this what I'd become?
どうしよう。
There's nothing wrong with that. What should I do? I was feeling pretty uneasy. Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I'd walked in without a second thought. To be fair, if the cat didn't like you, you would have been dead already. Like the cat would have attacked you. Moreover, this was where Miss Yui lived, alone. In other words, a woman's apartment. Dun dun dun. No matter how many times I reminded myself that I was here on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I not only crossed a line but leapt over it.
ゆい先生。
Miss Yui! I tried calling her name one last time, but as expected, there was no answer.
本当にどうしようかな。
You leave the papers there, like on a table or something, and then you walk out the door. Also, there is a note on the wall. Maybe read the note? So what now? I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but my eyes inevitably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance led out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that there was a sliding door to some other room. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my ears, but there was nothing to hear, no signs of life whatsoever. Miss Yui really must have been out. One more time, I tried calling out to her one more time, just to put my concerns at ease. I felt like I'd seem even more suspicious if I stayed
ゆい
silent.
先生。持田です。
Miss Yui, it's Mochida! Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door.
確かめてみ。いやいやいやいや。
Let's just have a little look-see then. Wait. Shaking my head furiously, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced was bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door and peeking inside, that was just too much.
っていうか、このタイミングでゆい先生が外から帰ってきたりしたら、俺結構まずい。
Man, if Miss Yui happened to come home and find me standing here, I'd be pretty hot water, huh?
じゃなくて、だいぶまずい。
No, scratch that. I'd be in plentiful, dense, scalding water. Monet mewed, as if in agreement. Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. But of course, nobody was there. What was that noise? Did you hear that?
Oh, そうだ。書き置きを残していけばいいんじゃないか?
Oh right, I could just leave a note. Wondering why I didn't think of this sooner, I dug into my bag for some paper and a pen.
山崎先生から頼まれたのでって書いておけばいいんだよな。
Mr. Yamazaki asked me to come by. That should be enough, right?
俺のノートでいいや。
I'll just use some notebook paper.
ゆい先生
Let's see. Miss Yui. Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes at Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Sorry about barging into your apartment.
あと、不用心だから鍵はかけた方がいいと思いますと。
Please don't forget to lock your door from now on. As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it, but now I could feel someone standing directly ahead. Standing and looking down at me. Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen, raised my head slowly, and saw a white, slender ankle. An ankle. Oh God. Oh God. Lady, you're a teacher. Button up. Shocked, I shot my head up, and there, standing before me, was Miss Yui. Oh boy.
Sensei.
Miss Yui? She was looking right at me, but she seemed decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked disheveled, her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were in complete disarray. She was like a completely different person from the usual kempt educator we'd come to know and love.
ゆい先生、俺勝手に入っちゃって。
Miss Yui, I'm so sorry to have entered your apartment without permission. Here. I stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. But... Uh-oh. Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face.
Sensei?
Miss Yui? I called out to her as gently as I could. But... she was really dazed. She seemed almost like a ghost.
先生、どうしちゃったんだよ!
Miss Yui, what happened to you? I had a sudden uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. But instead... oh God. And got coughed on. This just seemed to make her cough. Oh boy.
先生!
Hey, Miss Yui! These were wet, productive coughs, and spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's mouth with each one. I frantically tried to shield my face from the spray, but my reaction time just wasn't quick enough. Oh boy. I put a hand to her cheek and found it thick with a slimy film of saliva. Oh boy.
大丈夫？ゆい先生。
Are you okay, Miss Yui? Oh God. Miss Yui hobbled back a little, then fell to her knees with a thud. She had completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time.
先生。
Wiping the spatterings from my own face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. Oh boy. It was bright red. Strange breathing, stuffy nose, and a visibly high fever on top of it all. She was sick as could be. I'm cold.
寒いの？でも汗かいてるよ。
Cold, but you're dripping with sweat. It's cold. I thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. With heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up.
ゆい先生、俺のことわかる？持田だよ。
Miss Yui, you know who this is, right? It's Mochida from school.
寒いならちゃんと布団で寝ないと。
If you're cold, you need to go to sleep under your covers.
出ないと治るもんも治らないって。
Otherwise, you won't get any better. She absent-mindedly extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes, and looked up at me. It was the gaze of a severely fevered mind. Severely fevered mind. Miss Yui? Tsukasa?
Eh?
What? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Where's this heading? Why is she saying Tsukasa? Tsukasa? Is it Tsukasa? Is that how she's pronouncing it? Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep. You've come for me, Tsukasa. Tsukasa? Yeah, Tsukasa. Tsukasa. Okay. I don't know. I want to say Tsukasa and it's Tsukasa. Who's Tsukasa? What a lovely surprise. I'm so glad you're here.
先生待って、人違いだよ。
Miss Yui, wait, you've got the wrong person. It seemed like I wasn't getting through to her at all. And the sensation of her chest as she held me was making it virtually impossible to fight her grip. Oh god. I was utterly powerless against this opponent. Tsukasa? Yeah, okay. I never realized before just how soft a woman's chest really was. Oh lord. Am I? Tsukasa. Tsukasa? Tsukasa? Tsukasa. No Z, just S's. I'm getting schooled on pronunciations right now. Tsukasa. Tsukasa. Okay. Tsukasa. The Pennsylvanian in me wants to say a Z. I'm sorry. I'm trying. God, am I that weak-willed? I had to remind myself that Miss Yui had me confused with someone else. Mustering all the strength I could, I gripped her arms and tried to pry them off me. But she was a lot stronger than I anticipated and wouldn't let me get away. I was so scared, Tsukasa. Tsukasa? I was so scared. Scared? I never thought you'd actually come. Oh boy. As she squeezed me tightly, I felt as though my upper body might collapse under the pressure of her softest parts. I was blushing uncontrollably.
Yui-sensei,
Miss Yui, please let go. No, I won't. Come on, Miss Yui. I struggled to wriggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. And every time I squirmed, Miss Yui would just pull me in even closer. It's ah. So Tsukasa. Tsukasa. Right? It's okay, it's pronounced with and without T, but in this case it sounds without the T. Okay. Tsukasa. Yay! Learning! Hi Hikaru, welcome back from lurking. Tsukasa. As her chest rose and fell erratically, droplets of sweat slid down into her cleavage. I could feel the heat of her fever radiating off her steadily encroaching face, as well as the shoulders I'd grab in an effort to push away. Stay here with me, Tsukasa, please. I'm telling you, you've got the wrong person. Questions were swirling around my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? Who was this Tsukasa person? But I was most concerned with the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle.
Sensei, pajama, zubon!
Miss Yui, your pajamas, your pants! Great, she's gonna be like, oh, these, and she's just gonna start stripping naked or something. They're sliding down. Tsukasa, you're so warm. Miss Yui, please. Oh boy. Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. I'd taken care of Yuka any number of times when she caught a cold or drawn a fever, but I don't recall it ever getting this bad. Miss Yui was usually calm, collected, and rational. Who'd ever imagined that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated? She might be really sick. Miss Yui, seriously, pull yourself together. I put more strength into my resistance, and finally her arms relaxed just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically. No. No, please.
Sensei, 俺は持田聡で、司って人じゃ。
Miss Yui, I'm Satoshi Mochida, not this Please don't go, please. Hey, Cage Bandit. Happy Tuesday. Miss Yui was acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There was no way I could just leave her here like this. I sure hope none of this seems too sketchy after your fever breaks. Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmurings. At my wit's end, I grabbed hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room. Gently wheeling her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process. Then there was the matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas again. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama bottoms and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow with sweat. I'd done my best to avoid seeing anything I shouldn't, but I am a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. At least he's honest. Miss Yui's pajamas were soaked through with sweat. She really might have been better off with a change of clothes altogether. But no, that would have been going way too far.
タオルとか何か拭くものでもあればって
Wish I could find a towel or something so I could at least wipe some of that moisture away. Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside.
なんだ冷却シート買ってきてあるじゃん
Hey, she already bought cold packs.
なんで使ってないんだか
Why wasn't she using them? Jeez.
先生ヒヤッとするけど我慢してね
Miss Yui, this might be a little cold, but bear with me, okay?
これでよし
Look at him with the kitty! Oh my goodness! Alright, I think that'll help. I placed one of the compresses on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Oh, look at that, he's got the kitty and he's taking care of his teacher. That's so sweet. Miss Yui appeared almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contentedly, and her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep. Aww. I know, this is freaking adorable. Somebody get this. This is so cute. I'm sure it exists on the internet already, but... Oh. Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering.
もうねなんだ先生が心配か
Oh, Monet, were you worried about your master?
だよな俺もここまでひどいことになってるとは思わなかったよ
I don't blame you. When Mr. Yamazaki said she was sick, I had no idea it would be this bad. Monet had coiled up in my legs without me noticing. I began absent-mindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui.
さてどうしようか
So,
ゆい先生
so what do I do now? Miss Yui? She is sleeping.
俺このまま帰っても大丈夫
Are you okay to be alone right now? She wasn't in any condition to respond.
ゆい
But-
先生
Miss Yui's hand had slipped out from under the futon and was gently grasping my pant leg. Hence right there. Hey. Her grip was much weaker than before, but I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. Miss Yui just seemed really lonely.
仕方ないな
Well, guess I'll settle in then. Without disturbing Miss Yui's hold on me, I took a seat beside her. For the time being, I figured I'd watch over her and make sure her condition didn't worsen. Hooray! Thank you, Crystal. Occasionally, Miss Yui's breathing would become ragged and she'd furrow her brow. She was in a pretty bad way.
辛そうだな
Poor thing. Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down the hallway. I'd noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that the kitchen near the entrance was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication it had been used that day at all.
飯食ってるのかな?
I wonder if she's eaten anything. Oh, maybe he didn't either. Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet bowls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food.
なるほど。モネはちゃんと食べてるんだな。
I see someone's eating well around here, huh?
熱出してあんな状態になってても、お前のことはちゃんと考えてくれてるんだな。
Even delirious with fever, she's still taking real good care of you.
でもさ、ゆい先生、まずは自分の食事の心配をしようよ。
But that's not good, Miss Yui. You should be thinking about your own meals first. I shook my head at the whole situation, then glanced down at Monet, who was tilting his head as if trying to understand me. I broke into a wry smile. When I'd pulled out the cold packs, I did notice some cheap convenience store food in the bag as well. I guess that was going to be her food for the day. Not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick.
米と、あと卵くらいはきっとあるよな。
There's rice and eggs at least.
卵がゆでも作ろう。
Maybe I'll make egg porridge or something.
先生、キッチン借りるよ。
Miss Yui, may I borrow your kitchen? Her face was bright red, and her half-pained, half-contented noise provided me with a no clear-cut answer to my question.
仕方ない。ゆい先生の代わりに、モネに許しをもらおうかな。
Don't think I'm going to get much out of her. How about you, Monet?
モネ、キッチンを借りていいか?
Do I have your permission to use the kitchen?
ありがとう。
Excellent, thank you. Monet's cries helped assuage my guilt over entering a woman's apartment and borrowing her kitchen. Not that I had any reason to feel guilty, I don't think anyway. I mean, circumstances were what they were. Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was
ゆい
doing.
先生、ごめんな。ちょっと離れるよ。
Excuse me, please, Miss Yui. I'm going to need to get up. One by one, I gently peeled off each of the fingers latched onto my pant leg. The expression on her face changed as I was doing so, from concentrated rest to mild annoyance, but there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up.
よし、作るか。
Alright then, let's see what we can do, shall we? As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. Oh boy. And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready for this. As long as Monet is okay. Oh boy.
ちょっとゆい
Come on, Yui.
かかったよ今くしゃみ
Gross, I just got sprayed.
ごめんごめんなんだか鼻がムズムズするの
Sorry, I've got a real tingle in my nose today for some reason.
まったくもう
Honestly.
ティッシュあれどこやったっけ
Tissues. Huh, where'd I put them?
ああなければ私の使ってよせめてものお詫び
Oh wow, did I just get that much on you? Here, use one of mine. It's the least I could do. Hi, Spooky Trevor! Happy Tuesday! Welcome!
やったじゃあ私使う
Great, don't mind if I do.
私も持ってないよティッシュちょうだい
What? She was talking to me. May I have one too, please?
はい
Let's see. Here we go.
サンキュ
Thanks.
ーあんたたちねティッシュくらい常備しときなさいよ
You guys really should keep extras with you, you know.
面目ない
Well, so sorry.
まったく
Honestly.
それで 何の話だっけ？
So, what were we talking about again?
そうそう。だからさ、とうとう3年になっちゃったよねって話。
You remember, we were talking about what it's like to be seniors now.
はあ。だね。あと1年で卒業か。
Oh, I know, right? Can it really be just one more year before we graduate?
卒業もだけど、私たちそれよりもっと考えなくちゃいけないことがあるじゃない？
Wait, is this Miss Yui when she was in high school still? While graduation is important, don't forget there's life afterward to think about as well.
え？
I'm glad you like it. I had fun making it.
進路よ。
Our careers.
いや、聞きたくない。
No, I don't really want to think about that.
正直さ、進路相談何回受けたって将来のことなんかはっきりしないっていうかさ。
Well, there is a reason we've been subjected to all those career counseling sessions, and it's because our futures are just big question marks right now.
だよね。どうするかな、ほんと。
No kidding. What are we going to do with our lives? It's scary.
ねえ、ゆいはもう進路とか決めてる？
Any ideas, Yui? You have any plans for the future?
実はね、もう決めてるんだ。
Actually, I've got it all figured out.
え？
What?
何？ゆい、何になりたいの？
Well, don't leave us hanging. Out with it, girl.
私はね、
Well,
私の
oh,
名
look
前
at
は
her.
宍戸ゆい、17歳。将来の夢は先生になること。
My name is Yui Shishido. I'm 17 and my dream is to be a teacher.
あまりよく考えずに人のことに首を突っ込んでは空回ってることが多い私だけど、
I butt into the lives of others without a second thought, and I spend most of my time doing nothing important.
でもそんな私でもきっと頑張れば夢が叶うって信じてる。
But I believe that even someone like me can make her dreams come true with enough hard work. Kisaragari Academy 5 years ago. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the rustling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. So, she was 17. So, 18, 19, 20, 21. So she's 22 now. She's a 22-year-old teacher? God damn. I was a high school senior now and was devoting myself to my studies in preparation for the day my dream could become a reality. And that dream was to become an English teacher. My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted, though. So my best bet was to score a special recommendation from the academy.
はあ、よかった。急に呼び出されたから何事かと思ったよ。
Whew, that was a lucky break. When I got called to the office, I had no clue what it might be about.
ある日の放課後、私は職員室に呼び出された。
After school one day, I was summoned to the teacher's staff room.
何かヘマをやったのかとか、成績が志望校に及ばないとか、そういう悪いことを言われるんじゃないかってビクビクしてたんだけど。
I was freaking out that maybe I'd failed or my grades weren't good enough for the school I wanted to go to, or something terrible like that.
私の予想に反して呼び出された要件はとてもいいものだった。
But it turned out my fears were all for naught.
うちの学園からはライバルはいなさそうだから、このまま頑張れば推薦してやるぞ。
You have no rival in our academy, they said, so if you keep working hard, we'll be happy to give you a recommendation.
なんかやる気出てきちゃった。この調子で頑張らないとね。
Man, was that ever a pick-me-up. I feel I could take on the world now. I'm going to have to make sure I don't let this chance slip by me.
それにしてもゴミ箱ってどうしてこんなに重たいんだろう。
So, this trash can. Why exactly is it so ridiculously heavy again?
ゴミ捨て場まで持っていくのも一苦労だよ。
Carrying this beast to the dumpster is going to be the death of me.
なあ、
Hello?
突然声をかけられてゴミ箱を抱えたまま振り返る。それは 今まで話したことのない男子生徒だった。でも見かけたことなら何度もある。
I turned around, still holding the garbage can. The voice belonged to a male student I had never spoken with before. I'd seen him around a lot, though.
彼は7組の三国司くんだ。
His name was Tsukasa Mikuni from class 7. Oh god, these names.
そこ足元根っこが出てるから気をつけな。
Watch your step. There's a root sticking out of the ground here, and it's pretty easy to trip on.
え
She falls anyway. Yep. What? Ah!
あ
Well, that didn't go well. Maybe. Well, that was rude.
そこ笑うとこ
Hey, what's the big idea laughing at someone else's misfortune?
だってよ
Well, it's...
もうそこはさ大丈夫かとか聞いてくれたって
It's not funny. Shouldn't you be asking if I'm okay or something?
悪い悪い
My bad, my bad.
あいいよそんな手が汚れるよ
Oh, you don't have to help clean up. You'll get your hands dirty.
別にいいよそんくらい笑った詫びに手伝う
I agree. Don't worry about it. It's the least I can do after laughing like that.
ありがとう
Thanks.
うんこれで全部拾い終えたか
No prob. That should be everything, right?
もう大丈夫
Yeah, looks like it.
じゃ行くぞ
Cool. Let's go then.
え
Huh?
あ
I remember it well, even now. This was my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me. I'm gonna say that name like really slow for like 100 times.
ご
Just
めん
warning you.
重たいよね
That's really kind of you. Isn't it heavy though?
別に
Not especially.
やっぱり自分で
I'm the one assigned to take it. Maybe I should.
いいって
It's fine, really.
はい終了
There, everything in its place.
ありがとう助かったよ
Thank you so much. You were a huge help.
じゃあな
Catch you around.
あちょっと待って
Hey, hold up.
あ
お礼させてよ
I feel like I should do something nice for you in return.
いいよ女のこれくらいで
Don't worry about it. Your thanks is plenty.
いいからちょっと待っててね
Look, just wait there a second, okay?
ん
友達が増えるというのは嬉しいし楽しいその相手が三国司くんというのも嬉しかった司くんのことは実は少し気になっていたから
Making a new friend is always great, but when it happens to be Tsukasa Mikuni, it's all the better. He'd kind of been on my mind for a while.
よいしょ
There we go. Most of the times I'd seen Tsukasa before we're in the school courtyard. He spent a lot of his time there sitting alone on a bench. Even after school or during summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I'd always see him there. And after this little encounter, we'd go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench.
はいどうぞコーヒー牛乳でよかった
For you, I hope Cafe Olat is alright.
まあなんでもいいけどサンキュー
Sure, I guess. Anything's fine, really. Thanks.
これは私からのお礼なんだから黙って受け取ってくれればいいの
You know, it's customary when receiving a gift to quietly accept it without offhanded remarks.
義理がたいやつ
Well, aren't we a stickler for tradition? We walked to the bench together, sat down, began making small talk. That courtyard bench was sort of a mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were in the middle of some forest. And then if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured in through the leaves, and you almost felt like you were in another world.
初めて座ったよ、このベンチ。
This is the first time I've ever actually sat on one of these benches.
なかなかいいだろ
It's pretty nice, right?
素敵な場所。
It is. It's lovely.
だよな
Yeah, it really is.
だからなの？
Oh, so is that why?
え
この時間とか昼休みとかよくここにいるでしょ。
Well, you come here an awful lot, right? Like even after school and during summer vacation?
おう
I sure
こ
do.
の場所好きなんだね。
So you must really like this place then, huh?
まあね
Yeah, I guess I do.
そっか。
Well, then there we go. The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely, it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable.
弾かないのか
So, aren't you going to ask?
Ne?
Ask what?
いつも一人で何してんだって
What I'm always doing here by myself, or something?
この場所が好きだからいつもここにいるんだよね。
You're always here because you like this spot, right?
そうだけどさ
Well, yeah.
他に何か理由があったりするの？
Is there some other reason then?
ないよ
Not really.
じゃあ聞く必要ないじゃない。
So what would be the point of me asking?
そうだけどほら普通聞くだろ一人でそんなんつまらなくないかとか意味わかんねえとか変わってるなとか
Well, you got me there. But people normally ask me if it's boring being here by myself, or tell me that they don't get it, or say I'm a weirdo or something.
そんなこと思わなかったな。ここが好きなら一人でいたって別に変じゃないよね。
Welcome back, Spooky. Really? I don't know. I guess I just don't think of it that way. The way I see it, if you like it here, then why not come here whenever you can?
お前変わってるな
Guess that makes you the weirdo then.
え？
What?
いやそんな顔しなくても今のは俺的褒め言葉だから
Hey, don't make that face. Coming from me, that's a compliment.
変わってるが褒め言葉？
What? Calling someone a weirdo is supposed to be a compliment?
そうそう
You bet it is.
なんか納得いかないな。
I'm not sure I buy that.
もう
You're mean. The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words helped brighten someone's day. I must have been sporting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment.
本当はさこの学校でもっと好きな場所があるんだよ
Actually, there's a place at the school that I like even more than here.
どんなところ？
Oh? Where's that?
秘密
I'm not telling.
え？
What?
とっておきだからな
It's my special place.
ってことはそこも超素敵な場所なんだよね。
Which means it must be a totally awesome place, right?
あ
いいな。どこ？気になるよ。
Oh, I really want to see it. Come on.
あダメそう簡単には教えないそれにいつでも見れるってもんじゃないんだそこの景色
No way. I can't spill the beans that easy. Besides, the view there isn't really as consistent.
司くんは笑いながら紙パックのジュースを飲み干すとベンチから立ち上がった。そして目の前にあったゴミ箱をひょいっとつかみ私を振り返る。
Laughing, Tsukasa finished up his drink and then grabbed the now empty trash can he'd carried to the dumpster for me.
コーヒーをおごってもらったしなついでに教室まで運んでやるよ
You treated me to coffee, so please allow me to take this up to the classroom for you.
いいの？
What? Are you sure?
あ
You bet.
あ、私のクラスはね。
Thanks. I'm in class
4組だろ知ってるよ
4 if I'm not mistaken.
宍戸唯っつったら有名だからな
You're the famous Yui Shishido after all.
どうして？
Huh? How did you?
今から先生みたいな女子がいるって12クラス全部で有名だよ。
You're that girl who already looks like she could be a teacher. I don't think there's a student in any of our 12 classes who doesn't know your name. What?
それから私と司くんは何度か中庭で会っては話をした。校舎の中ではすれ違ってもほとんど話すことがないのに、中庭では不思議と話が弾む。
And we are both doing well, Spooky. Thanks for asking. From then on, Tsukasa and I met in that courtyard many times. We didn't really talk in the halls, but something about that place spurred our conversation.
あ、またお前コーヒー牛乳かよ。
Cafe au latte again? Yep.
好きすぎだろコーヒー牛乳。
Doesn't that get a little old?
そんなことないよ。
Not really.
1日に最低2本は飲んでるくせにか？
You drink at least 2 a day, though, right?
なんで知ってるの？
Hey, how'd you know that?
自販機でいつもそれ買ってるの。ここから見えるんだよ。
Seen it with my own eyes. There's a perfect view of the vending machine from here, after all. There is?
ほら、そっち見てみ。
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
本当だ。
Oh, wow, no kidding.
昼休みも放課後もいつもシシドがコーヒー牛乳買ってるのバッチリ見てたからな。
Doesn't matter if it's after school or summer break. Shishido buying cafe au latte is like Old Faithful. You could set your watch by it.
そんなことを言ったら、私だって司くんがここのベンチに座ってるのいつも見てたよ。
Well, then I guess we're even, since I always see you sitting on this bench.
いや知ってるけどなんでまた言う？
What? You're back on that again?
お互い気になってたんだなって思ったから。
Sure am. I guess I just find it interesting that we both took notice of each other's quirky habits.
なんだそりゃ。
Weirdo.
中庭での会話はたわいのないものがほとんどだった。教室で友達と繰り広げる会話みたいにあまり中身がなくて、でもすごく楽しくて。
Our conversations in the courtyard were usually just silly. It was like talking to a good friend in class, shallow but genuinely enjoyable.
この場所夏でも結構涼しいね。
It's always so cool here, even in the summer.
夏とか言うな。
Don't mention summer.
あれ？夏嫌い？
Huh? Why? Don't you like it?
夏季講習が目前に迫ってたら誰でも嫌いになるだろ
Not with summer school right around the corner. That'd be enough to make anyone run for the hills.
まあね。私たち3年生だもんね。夏だからって遊んではいられないよね。
I guess so, but we're seniors now. It comes with the territory, you know? The time for fun and games is
う。お
over.
前は随分と楽しそうだけどな。
I don't know. You seem like you're still having a lot of fun to me.
私は夢に近づいてるって実感できて嬉しいよ。
Well, I'm a bit of a special case. I'm just happy because I feel like my dream might actually come true.
ふん。
Oh?
私ね、人に勉強を教えるの好きなんだ。頼られるのも好き。
I just enjoy teaching things to people and having others depend on me.
なんで？
Why's that?
お姉さんになった感じがするからかな。ほら、私一人っ子だし。
I guess it makes me feel like a big sister or something. And since I'm an only child, you know.
ああ、うん。まあ頑張れば。
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that then.
はすっごいどうでもよさそう。
Wow, that was about as dismissive a comment as you can get.
だって人事だしな。
Hey, not like I could do anything about it, you know?
そんなことを言いながらも、司くんはやっぱり優しかった。だって私の夢を笑ったりはしなかったから。
Despite his occasional boorishness, I still felt that Tsukasa was a kind soul. If nothing else, he never actually laughed at my dreams.
先生になりたいって夢を話すと、大抵の人は笑ったり茶化したりで、あんまり真剣に聞いてくれない。
And in a high school crowd, most people don't take you very seriously when you say you're trying to become a teacher.
だけど司くんは 一度も笑わなかったんだ。
Tsukasa just wasn't like most people, I guess. Oh boy. The season was quickly turning to autumn. After the school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet than its underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library or with tutors. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in a lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom, intending to head home, but along the way I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other. Uh-oh.
この日、私は無事に志望校の推薦枠に入れてもらえることになった。
That day, I had finally received a special recommendation to my top choice university.
嬉しくて仕方がなかった私はすぐに友達に報告した。けれど、いつもなら手放しで喜んでくれるその子がふと表情を曇らせた。
I was so excited. I just wanted to tell someone, so I told my friend Tomoe, but her usually supportive demeanor took on a somewhat harsher edge. I remember this feeling in high school where like your friends are going off to college and they're like, oh yeah, I got accepted at blah 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 university. And I was one of those kids in high school at this time that didn't go to like a fancy university college or get high honors or fantastic grades. So I was her friend. I was her friend going, great, good for you. But you know, because not every it does kind of divide like who's the really super smart intelligent people and who's like the mediocre intelligent people and who's just gonna go and learn a trade and just get a job. But it's not a competition. You're all just gonna grow up and get jobs, but it's hard to understand that at this age.
私の前でそんなこと言うんだ。まだ私は夢も何も決まってないのに。
Quit rubbing it in my face. You know I'm still totally undecided about my future, right?
多分私はひどくショックを受けた顔になっていたのだと思う。巴はすぐにハッとしたように目を見開き、慌てて謝ってくれた。
My expression must have changed pretty drastically. Tomoe's eyes suddenly widened and she quickly apologized.
だから私も笑って気にしてないよってそう言ったのだけれど。
So I smiled and told her I didn't care. That's what I said anyway.
気にしてないわけがない。巴の言葉と表情が鋭い針のようになって私の胸をつく。
But how couldn't I care? Tomoe's dismissive words struck me like a dagger to my chest.
私考えなしだったのかな。
I'm so insensitive sometimes.
他のみんなも同じこと思ってた。
I wonder if everyone else feels the same about me. Oh, sorry. Oh, everyone loves it? Yeah, I said something about it. I was like, oh, that's really good. I'm glad everybody loves it. Thank you, Spooky. I kept wiping the tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. Why didn't I think of this sooner? So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind, and I was completely oblivious to it. I was the one with a dream, running around like the cock of a walk and blabbing about my successes and aspirations. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. Could someone that insensitive to the feelings of so many other people really become a teacher? Did I ever even have what it takes to begin with?
シシド
Uh-oh.
声をかけられて振り向くと、そこには司くんが立っていた。
I quickly turned toward the voice that had called out to me and found Tsukasa standing there.
いつもは廊下であっても言葉を交わすことなんてないのに、この日は ごく自然に声をかけてくれた。
Oh, no, that wasn't... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read that part. I went up a bit. I must have overlooked it. No, that's... I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it sound like that either. I just like rainbows. That's why I chose the rainbow color for the emo. It's nothing in particular. I just love color. Just love it. We never said a word before when passing each other in the hall, but he spoke to me that day with no reservations, as if we were old chums.
司くん。
Tsukasa.
すごい顔だぞ。ハンカチは？
Your face is a mess. Do you have a handkerchief?
持ってる。
じゃあ顔拭けよ。
Then wipe your face. Okay.
司くんが戸惑っている空気がひしひしと伝わってきた。彼を困らせたくなかったから、私はこぼれ落ちていこうとする涙を必死に拭う。
Tsukasa's concern and confusion was clearly written on his face. I didn't want to cause him any trouble or worry him, so I began frantically wiping my eyes.
何かあったのか？
Did something happen?
何もないよ。
No, everything's fine.
何かあったからそんなに泣いてんだろ？
You're crying an awful lot for someone who's got no problems.
これはその友達とちょっと気まずくなっちゃって。
No, it was just... There was a little misunderstanding between a friend and I.
でもすぐに仲直りしたから大丈夫。これはさ、あ、そう嬉し涙みたいなものだから。
But we patched it up right away, so it's all right. Really. These are, you know, something like tears of happiness, I guess.
あ、
He's
嬉
not
し
buying
涙っ
it.
て言えばね、私推薦枠に入れることになっ。
Yep, I see. See, I just found out that I got I'm not sure if I did it out of respect for Tsukasa or just because I wanted to change the subject, but I cut myself off mid-sentence. I was doing it again. What was I thinking? Now even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. Hell, I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. But...
マジか？
Whoa, really? He was happy for me? A bit taken back, I nodded firmly.
やったじゃんか！おめでとう！
You did it then! Congrats!
ありがとう。
Yeah, thanks.
お、
ありが。
Oh, thank you.
だからなんで泣くんだよ。
So what's with the waterworks? Because he's happy for her.
まだ推薦枠が決まったってだけで推薦入試があるんだろ？
Even with the recommendation, you still have to take an entrance exam, right? Yeah.
嬉し泣きするほど喜ぶにはまだ早いだろう。
So isn't it a little early to be crying tears of joy?
そうだよね。
Yeah, maybe so.
でもそうやっておめでとうって言ってもらえたからなんか嬉しくて。
I was just really happy that you congratulated me.
たく。
Oh, come on now.
ごめんね。
Sorry.
何が？
For what?
泣いたりしてわけわかんないよね。
For crying like this without even knowing why.
そう思ってんなら早く泣きやめって。
If you don't know why you're doing it, then how about you hurry up and dry those eyes?
もう大丈夫だから。
Sure. I think I'm fine now anyway.
たく。
I swear. As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through, and Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up.
そうだシシド、ちょっと待ってろ。
Oh, hey, wait here a sec. Okay. Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something.
お前にこれやるよ。
Here, I want you to have this.
鉛筆
A pencil? In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Oh shit. What have I done? I hit the right button and I scared myself. Whew. In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you'd expect someone to go out of their way to lend you. It was pocked here and there with small scratches, but it still seemed to be in relatively decent shape considering how obviously well-worn it was.
受験必勝鉛筆。
A pencil for guaranteed success.
受験必勝
Guaranteed success?
これ使うと試験に受かるんだよ。
Use it on your test and you'll pass for sure.
本当に
What? Really?
ああ。如月学園に受かるのは難しいって言われてた俺がこれ使って受かったんだから間違いないよ。
Yep, they told me I never passed the entrance exam for Kisaragi Academy. Why can't I read? Here I am.
司くんが高校入試の時に使った鉛筆なんだ。
So this is the same pencil you were using back when you took your high school application tests? Also, I think yep, they told me I never passed the entrance exam for Kisaragi Academy. But well, here I am, and I owe it all to this pencil. There we go. So this is the same pencil you were using back when you took your high school application tests?
そう、経験新たかな鉛筆だぜ。
Sure is. It really jerked out a miracle. That didn't sound right.
霊言新たかね
I assume you mean worked out a miracle, right? That's a thing either.
あ、それだ。
Jerked out a miracle. Jerked? Yeah, that.
それじゃ借りるね。ありがとう。
At any rate, I shall happily take you up on your kind offer, thanks.
言っとくけど、貸すのは推薦入試までだからな。一般入試の時は俺が使うから返してもらう。
But listen, I'm only lending it to you until you finished your test. You'll have to give it back afterwards so I can use it for my entrance exams. Okay.
だから推薦絶対受かれよ。
And whatever you do, don't fail the exam. Right.
鉛筆を受け取り、笑顔でうなずく。今度は司くんも笑ってくれた。
I took the pencil and nodded, smiling. This time, Tsukasa returned my smile.
人の気持ちまで勝手に思いやって背負い込んで、悲しみまで自分のものにして、お前みたいなのが先生になれたらいいのにな。
You're a really unique person, you know that? It's hard to believe how much you let other people's problems get to you. You'll make an amazing teacher. Aww! What? For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I'd upset Tomoe. And he was turning the fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
Good luck. Don't let it get to you.
頑張れって言葉は辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。
I heard you shouldn't wish someone luck in times of stress, as it just adds more pressure. That's why people tell actors to break a leg
け
instead.
れど私はこの優しい言葉が大好きだった。
But I didn't care. Taboo or no. Or not, maybe? Taboo or not. I cherished his kind words.
私頑張るね、司くん。
I'll do my best, Tsukasa. My dad jerked out a miracle, and 9 months later I was there. Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
お
Glad to hear it.
この日から私はどんどん司くんに惹かれていった。
That's when I really started to fall for him.
彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
But it didn't seem like he noticed, and there wasn't really any indication that he felt the same way anyway.